I was cooking dinner when my son, Carl Joseph Walker Hoover, went to his room where I imagined he'd be doing his homework or playing his video games. Instead, I found him hanging by an extension cord tied around his neck. He was 11 years old.
It is a heartbreaking story for any parent. A young boy bullied so severely that he took his own life. Tonight, the boy's mother is hoping her story helps other families.
Carl really just enjoyed life. He was very fun-loving. He was a practical joker. He loved church. He loved the Lord. He loved to play sports. And he was really carefree. He wanted to be the first African-American president. He was so excited when the president was elected. And when he had problems in school and he wasn't feeling very good about himself, because his father wasn't really an active participant in his life, I would tell Carl, I said, look at President Obama. He had a single mom too, single parent, and now he's the president of the United States. Carl, you can do anything that you want if you put your mind to it. Well, he was very reluctant to, talk to me about what was going on in school. But I knew that something, wasn't quite right by the way he was acting. And he had said, after much hesitation, he told me that the kids were calling him gay. He had an incident with a female student, and it was that she had called him gay, you act like a girl, and there was a fight. And they were both told that they would have to eat lunch together for the rest of the week, or they would face a 5-day suspension. And he was very, very concerned. There was after hours, so I couldn't contact anybody to find out. No one had called me. And, I'm trying to make supper and get everybody else to do their homework. And, it just wasn't a really good scene. Carl was very quiet. And then he went upstairs to his room. And, life hasn't been the same since. He always would give me hugs. And he always wanted me to do something for myself. One time he said, there was this sleigh bed that I've always wanted. I couldn't afford it. And he said, you can use the money out of my bank account to buy the bed. And I wouldn't do it. But that's the kind of kid he was. And I miss him so much. And I will for the rest of my life. But I know that we have a lot of work to do. I know that bullying is not a gay issue or a straight issue. It's a safety issue. It's about what kind of learning environment we want our children to have and how far we're willing to go to protect and teach them. I could, stay in my house and cry every day, but I really wanted everyone to know who Carl was. And I wanted people to know my son was not alive because of what happened to him in his environment in school. I could not protect him from the hours of 8 to 3.
I hope that more and more people hear these stories and determine that this should be the last child that is ever in this horrible situation. It's up to adults to protect children, and we must take action to do so.
I think if more families and people realize that they should not pass judgment on folks, on their lifestyle, but that they should make sure all of our children are safe and that their children could be subjected to bullying, then I think the Safe Schools Improvement Act would pass. Some people believe that this is simply a rite of passage, And that's wrong. It's a national health crisis, and our children are being affected each and every day.